Des, we've been here before. Guam residents who need somewhere safe to stay find refuge in shelters like this one at Machananao Elementary School. Many are taking the storm seriously as the shelter was at maximum capacity within 12 hours of opening. We are told as of this morning, about 200 shelterees are here. Others had to be redirected to go to the next nearby shelter at Upi Elementary. It's here in Jigo as well that was hit the hardest by Typhoon Mawar back in May. So you can imagine just how important it is for those up in the north who are not taking any chances. And joining me here now is Shift 2 manager and Shift 3 manager who are just transitioning. Here with me is Geraldine Quijado and Miss Janice Evangelista. How are you guys doing today?
We're good, but we're actually Shift 2 and Shift 3 supervisors because we do have a shelter manager.
And first and foremost, I wanted to ask you guys, how are the shelterees doing? How is the shelter doing as well?
We're doing great. I came in the wee hours of the morning, so at 1:30 a.m., everybody was still sleeping. Mrs. Valencia did transition me over, and she did say that we are near capacity. We actually have room for only like 9 more people. But for the most part, it was smooth sailing. It was a quiet morning. And as residents woke up, I noticed the kids are smiling. I greeted all the residents that were here, and they're in lively spirits.
And were you able to speak with any of the shelterees? I know you just got here, but how are the families doing? How are the people doing?
For the most part, they're good. I just asked them if they had a good night's sleep. They said yes. I told them I didn't hear any babies crying, so they must have really slept through the morning. So they were in good spirits, definitely. Yeah.
And I know for you, you mentioned off camera earlier that this is actually your first storm where you're acting as a shift supervisor. But for you, were you ever a shift supervisor here before?
Yes, actually, I've always been assigned to Machananao Elementary School. So I was a shelter lead manager. So now I'm a shelter supervisor because now we have the current principal at Machananao who is a shelter manager. So yeah, I've been doing this for so many years. So I'm a veteran in this. And basically, what's good about the school is, because we've done it for so many years, the school is always prepared. The staff are prepared to take in the shelterees, and also the shelterees are pretty much used with the, protocols and procedures. And what's good about them is they come early, they come ahead of time, and the school is always in full capacity by the time. Even by the time that we accept them, it's already full capacity.
So were you here during Typhoon Mawar just a few months ago?
Yes.
And right. And what's well, we know how really that went, and what's some lessons learned from that one compared to now?
Like I said, because I've been doing this for so many years, just we have to be prepared for it. We have to be able to accommodate our shelterees, and because we've been doing it for so many years. Like Miss Evangelista mentioned that, everything went smoothly is because, again, the preparation of this shelter, that's what makes it, go smooth.
And I just want to ask again, you've been here since the wee hours of the mornings, and the families are doing okay, it sounds like it. And how are things right now? What's the situation inside?
So far, they're just resting. A few families did leave to get replenish their food and supplies, and they said they're coming back. So we're at that moment right now where they're just going just to get some more stuff and then coming back.
Ooh, and you can see right now the wind and the rains are picking up. It's actually hitting us. But this is why this emergency shelters are set up at these GDOE campuses. And thank you both so much for speaking with us today. I know you guys are very busy. Thank you guys so much. And so as of now, in total, as of Tuesday morning, 437 Guam residents reported to the shelters set up at public schools like this one across the island. Shelterees, like the rest of the island, will have to stay indoors until the governor gives the all clear and until we are back to condition of readiness 4. For now, we have more information on the shelters right now at KUAM.com. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.